start the recording now. Okay. So, how are you? How has your day been?
My day is good. I guess everybody gives a good answer on this question.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to share what ups and downs they went through.
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of small talk, that you just let it be what let it be on the good side. Don't try to go in the dark side of whatever is happening.
Yeah. That's why it's
Well,
called small talk. We do not really extend it forward.
yes. So, are you that kind of person who likes to share everything, overshare it with a stranger, or you have control over yourself?
I think I have control over myself, but uh, when I'm talking to my family or like relatives or like really close friends, I think then I tend to share a bit more. But when I'm just talking to strangers, I do not share much. What about you?
Yeah, sometimes I overshare. I have that bad habit, but sometimes I control it.
Okay.
Moving forward, I would wanted to ask in which grade you're studying right now, because
I'm
you're
in
very
ninth.
young.
Yeah, I am very young. I'm in ninth grade as of now.
Okay, great. And so after 10th, you have to choose a stream, right?
Yeah.
So what are your plans on that?
So I was thinking of taking up humanity because I am not really interested that much in maths and science. I can perform well in them, but I'm not interested in them. So I think I'll just go for humanity streams.
Okay, because I have seen some of your videos and I know a couple of things about you, that
Oh,
you have an interest of going in the UPSC field, in the civil
yeah,
services, and
yeah,
also you love coding.
yeah, I do.
Yeah, so it's a completely different field that you want to go in humanities, right?
Yes.
I guess we have started the conversation. Should we introduce ourselves so that it becomes good
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
we
people who will
should.
be viewing us?
Yeah, so I think you can go first.
No, you go first. I would like give you the
Okay.
chance.
Yeah. So my name is Arundhati Roptama. I am 14 years old. I study in grade 9th as of now, and I come from the city of Bhilai in the state of Chhattisgarh. And I have a few hobbies that I really enjoy, and some of them would be coding, singing, and playing the keyboard.
Okay, great. So I'll introduce myself quickly, give you a short introduction, give you some information about me. As you know, my name is Kunal Gupta, and if you have seen some of my videos, you must be knowing that I have completed my graduation 1 year back in computer science engineering, and currently I'm looking for a job. And this is a hobby of mine of improving on my spoken English skills. And 1 year back, I started this journey. I thought that I was a very introverted and shy person before that. Uh, Whatever courage I have today of reaching out to people, like I reached out to you and we are having a conversation. So I didn't have that much confidence as well, and even taking my first clapping course session was a bit of a challenge for me. That fear of judgment, that fear of making mistakes and being laughed upon, that was really pulling me back. So this is one small hobby that I have, and during that hobby, I also started a YouTube channel where I upload those clapping of videos and English Yari videos and other platforms. And I also met some people online on YouTube, like I'm meeting you, and I upload them on YouTube. So that I'm overcoming those fears that I have of public speaking and public interaction, and because I think that unless if someone wants to grow in their life, they have to come out of their comfort zone. So
Yeah.
that was a small. This is a small hobby that I'm working on, and what more? That's it.
Hey, that's great. And even I, when I started my English journey, I was very nervous and shy. My first clapping session, I was just very shy. I was not speaking much. I was just like replying in short sentences or even like in one word. I was very shy in the beginning, but I think I have overcome that just with practice, and that's it.
Okay. You have a long way to go. You don't have to worry about it because you're just in ninth grade.
Yes.
Uh, don't have to worry much about. So we can select a topic and we can have a conversation because casual conversations become sometimes becomes a bit boring.
Yeah.
So I had a conversation with a person with a YouTuber some time back, which was on advantages and disadvantages of smartphone. So would you like to
Okay.
talk about that, or would you like to talk about something else? Some
Uh, we
topic
can
that you have.
we can go for the smartphone advantages and disadvantages one.
And if you want to talk about anything, you can always suggest.
Yeah, yeah. I will if I get something in my mind.
Okay. So advantages, as we all know, that it's we are connected to the whole world, and we it gets our job done easier. Whatever we want to do, we can uh, get it done easier. Like the majority of the things, these were advantages, and disadvantages is basically when you can't control yourself and you go on a scrolling spree, watching random things, and you end up wasting a lot of time, and then the guilt catches you that I wasted so much time. This is the disadvantages. What do you think?
Yeah, even I agree with you completely. The advantages of smartphones can be really helpful for humankind, but those disadvantages are just pulling us back because whenever we are like bored or we want to take a break from our work, we just like start scrolling through YouTube or Instagram shorts or reels, and then we just can't control ourselves. We just go on and on and on with that for hours, and it just wastes our time a lot, and that contributes to our habit of procrastination. We just think that if I want to take a break, I can just like scroll through YouTube shorts for 15 minutes, but that 15 minutes is never just 15 minutes. It just extends on to like 1 hour, maybe two
Yes.
hours even extreme and worst cases 3 hours. It wastes our time a lot. But smartphones can be really helpful as well because we can like get in contact with anyone from like anywhere in the world. Right now, I'm talking to you sitting in Chhattisgarh in my city. It's so helpful. But smartphones, I have a lot of disadvantages. But if we control ourselves, if we have that self determination, then smartphones are really helpful and really amazing for us.
Yes. So you're in ninth grade. So I have to ask you that: do you have a smartphone?
Yes, I have a smartphone, but it was because of the COVID pandemic. Because when the pandemic hit, actually both my parents are government workers, so even in the pandemic, they did not have any lockdown as such because there was no lockdown for government workers. They still had to go to their offices, but so both their phones were gone. They had their phones with them. And then I had to attend online classes, so I needed a device to attend it on. So that's why I got a smartphone because of the pandemic, the lockdown.
So from which are you connecting right now? From a phone or a laptop?
I at first connected from a phone, but because of the video problems, I switched to a laptop.
Okay. My next question is that: do your friends have a smartphone?
Ah, yes, many of my friends have a smartphones, but some of my friends use their parents' phone.
Okay, so that basically is they don't own a smartphone.
Yes, yeah,
Their parents take it after a while, but you have the full freedom of using it whenever you want to.
yeah.
Okay, great. So I would like to ask that you said that you want to study humanities, which is in arts stream, right?
Yes.
So how did you come up with uh, this idea of joining humanities? So what intrigued you? What pushed you to, say that I love coding and UPSC, I'm interested, but I want to try a different field.
Um, so actually, I'm not really interested that much in maths and science because I find it that there are just so many things that we are taught in maths and science that just go over my head. I do not understand most of it. The thing is that during exams, I just like learn everything, like just cram them up, and that's it. I just pass the exams because of that. And I just do not understand science and maths that much clearly. So that's why I took the humanities option.
I have seen in one of your videos you have told that you love maths and you're not bragging about it.
I said I loved maths, but that would be in class 8. Now I am in class 9.
Okay.
Because in class 8, I absolutely loved maths. Because it was so easy. There was just algebra that was the most
Okay.
difficult part, and that too in algebra, it was an easy level of algebra. But now in ninth, everything is just so difficult.
It has become complex, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Great. Any question you have?
No questions as such. Okay, I have this question that what was the subject that you found the most difficult in your life?
Difficult and difficult and uh, difficult and which I don't like are very, things that have a very small, very thin boundary. Like I would
Yeah.
say biology. I'm not interested in biology, so difficult is when does a person feel it's difficult when he or she is not interested in it and doesn't give it that much energy to learn it, right? If
Yeah.
I'm at all boring you with my philosophy or anything of that sort, just let me know. I go sometimes very deep in the person's thinking and I become very technical and philosophical. So that's one that's what makes me boring sometimes. Sometimes I just become very philosophical. So so difficult is sometimes like if I say you, if you're not interested in sports, so so you would say that sports is very difficult, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's the case with everybody. I think and personally I thought that I was not interested in biology. That's why I chose the PCM stream, and
Okay.
that's basically it. And I love
Okay. That.
sports. And there are different subjects. If you consider art a subject, then I didn't like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and my favorite subject was math, even though sometimes I couldn't understand some of the theorems and some of the work complexities of math, but still I love math.
Hmm, that's good. And you mentioned arts now. I think art can be considered as a subject. And I absolutely hate the subject arts, but I love painting. I hate the
Yeah.
subject arts because in our school, my art teacher is not really that good. I do not really like her that much. And she just teaches us so like weird theories all the time, like the theories that we don't even require in the paintings that we have to make in our syllabus. So I don't
Seriously,
like
there
art
are theories
subject.
also.
Yes, we have theories also. That's so surprising. We are taught these theories on like the base, the second base, the third base. I mean, why we do not need that many bases? One base is enough. I don't know. She just teaches us. She was once teaching us that how to make a painting of a rocket with four base layers. We do not need four base layers for a rocket. One base is enough. I do not like her. I do not know why, but
But
I do not
but I
like her.
would but I would suggest you that do whatever the teacher tells you, because there's always a point in the uh, teachers saying that's what I am saying from my experience, that sometimes teachers say it and we find it later in our life that yes, he or she was telling it for the correct reason and there was a purpose behind it. So I would just suggest you that uh, don't be that that kind of person who just uh, for the sake of doing something different, you're doing it. So
Ah.
I would say that have you ever tried that theory that whatever you were talking about, those three layers of rocket or
I tried that, but the thing is that I never made a good painting with those instructions that she gave me. If I tried to make a painting of my own with my own imagination, maybe just by looking at a subject in front of me in real life, I made good paintings then. But if I just followed her instructions, I do not know whose fault it was. I don't know. I do not know if it was her instructions fault or it was my own capabilities fault. But it did not work out.
okay. Yeah, sometimes an artist should be let free to do whatever he or she wants, because that's when the best of that person comes out. And I
Yeah.
remember when I used to play cricket, so that time the the coach used to say play it like this or like that. So sometimes even I used to feel that that's not how it should be done. Like I can score runs by doing some other methods as well. So sometimes I think there should not be so much restrictions on a particular art.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
And I heard that you love singing. And are you into
Yeah.
listening music or you love to sing?
I'm into both. I am learning Indian classical music, how to sing Indian classical music, and I also love to listen to music.
Okay. So what kind of a music you listen?
The type of music that I listen is mainly just like pop music, English songs. But the type of music that I learn is Indian classical, so it's basically just Hindi songs.
Okay, that's quite interesting that you are listening a different kind of music and you're practicing a different kind of music.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
video is stuck. Would you mind turning it off and then oning it?
yeah. Sure. Is it okay now?
I can't see you right now.
Oh, even I think that now our network is just fluctuating a bit. Actually, it rained here right now a few minutes ago. That's why I think the network is fluctuating a bit. But I think till now we've had a good conversation. I really enjoyed having a conversation with you. I hope you did the same.
Yeah, I enjoyed having a conversation. Yes, you are from a different age. You're younger to you, me. So sometimes it becomes. Sometimes we can't relate to each other's problems and different
Yeah.
uh, challenges in life. So sometimes it might make the conversation boring, but I'm trying my best to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
And what were we talking about? Music.
Yeah. We were talking
Even
about music.
and So how do you manage means when you listen to pop music and then you are singing classical music? So doesn't it become a very big contrast?
It does become a big contrast, but I usually listen to pop music just for for some ambience. Maybe while I'm traveling in a car, maybe I'm just traveling somewhere or just doing some work, and just for like a little bit of background music, I listen to pop music. And I'm learning Indian classical music because I actually have interest in it. I do not have any interest in singing English pop music. So yeah, I think it is a
Okay,
contrast, but it somehow works.
okay, great. I had a question before the session about like your YouTube channel. You have a very big subscriber base right now, somewhere around how many subscribers do you have? Like 7K or something like that?
7,000, 7.5 thousand plus, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So I was asking that is your channel monetized now?
Ah, yes, it is monetized.
So do you earn some money out of it?
Yeah, I sometimes earn some money out of it.
Okay, great, great. Even I'm planning to do the same thing. Let's see what happens.
Hmm, that's great.
And what is the process of monetization like after you reach 1K and 4,000, right? Then what do you
Yes.
have to do? You have to connect some Google AdSense, something of that
Yeah,
sort, isn't it?
we have to connect to Google AdSense, and then we'll get some pins that will be, I think, delivered to our house with some bank details. And then we have to connect all of that with Google AdSense. We have to fill a form, some tax information, and all of that. And once your the monetization, the money, the amount reaches up to $100, it will send that money to your bank account.
Okay. So every $100 it sends you the money.
Yeah, it's around like 8,000, I think.
Okay. Here you. you are like an inspiration to many people out there, to me as well. Like I see some of the YouTubers, like you are so young to me and still you are doing such great things. So I would like to compliment you on that. And
Thank
there are
you.
also other YouTubers as well who I get inspired by a lot. I feel that they are doing so much and I am doing nothing with my life, and I am nowhere. So that sometimes pushes me, and it's a good thing. I don't mean in the jealousy way or the
Yeah.
uh, it's always there, right? Like every human has that side of it, but it's only up to the person if he or she can control it for his good or not, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I would like to ask you that any person inspires you to be, pushes you to be become better in your life or something of that sort, or you're not inspired by anybody.
I think I am inspired by one person, that is my mom. She is an amazing human being. She is just so punctual and just she has really good qualities, and I have none of them. And I just want to
Okay.
like learn from her that how to be a good person, be punctual, be good at completing your work, have a good willpower and determination and all of that. I think she inspires me.
You used a very strong word there, willpower. Like it's very easy to say that I have a good willpower, but when it comes to the tough situations in life,
Yeah.
keeping that willpower becomes tough.
Yeah.
Anything else, Arundhati, you want to talk about, or
No,
shall we wrap up the session?
I think we can wrap up the session.
Okay, hope I didn't bore you with my questions or my too inquisitiveness.
It was an amazing session.
So, Arundhati, I would like to ask that would you be comfortable if I upload this video on YouTube?
Yes, you can upload this on YouTube. And just one favor that I'd like from you, that can you just please give my channel link or channel handle somewhere in the description or somewhere? I'd be really grateful if you do that.
Yeah, I would definitely. I will put it in the title and in the description as well. If you want it, I can put it in a pinned comment as well.
No, thank you so much.
Okay, let's wrap up the session, Arundhati. It was really nice talking to you, and hope that you liked it the same way.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Okay, okay, Arundhati. Have a great day ahead. Take
Okay,
care.
then bye bye.